Hello everyone, if you human beings and American values, welcome to my channel. This is Joe, and I want to tell you about my stories. I'm a Chinese refugee in Thailand, in Southeast Asia. Thailand is a Southeast Asian country. Uh, Everyone know Americans, the United States blame China. They blame China. They say China is a dictatorship country. China is not good. China has no democracy, has no freedom, and just like a Nazi. But I want to tell you that that's not true. That is just propaganda. This is propaganda. This is brainwashing from the United States. They say China is not good. Yes, sure, of course. China is not a good country, but I have a question. The United States is also not a good country. The United States is the Nazi, the biggest Nazi on the earth, and the United States is the best friend of China. The best friend is China. Best friend with China. They say China is not good just because they want to show, oh, we are enemy, we are different with China, you Americans is different with China, but that's not true. The Americans is no different with China. They are all Nazis. And I want to tell you, you know China send the Muslim people in the prison, in the concentration camp. But I want to tell you, this is because China learning from the United States. China learning everything from United States. China just like a copy. They just like a copy of United States. The United States have American dream, and China want to have the Chinese dream, China dream, and the United States send the Muslim people into the concentration camp in Guantanamo, in Cuba. And so this is why China learning from the United States, because China is the best friend of the United States. They are no different. They are the best friend. They are best friend. And I want to tell you, do you know the social? If you do the good things, the China government will say, oh, you are good, and add you social credit. Add you social credit. And if you don't like the government, the China government will say, oh, you are not good. You will have no social credit. But do you know why? This is learning from the United States, because in United States, they have many banks. They want to this system from the United States is not from China. China just learning from the United States, and China is become a Nazi country. That is also because China learning from the United States, because the United States is the Nazi, the biggest Nazi on the earth. No Chinese people was being brainwashed. No Chinese people was being brainwashed by the government. Everyone know what's happening in Hong Kong, what's happening in Xinjiang, and what's happening in Taiwan, and what's happening in Tibet. Everyone know it, but people just don't care about it. Why you will care about it? Other people suffering. Just like the Americans, the United States never care about the other people suffering. They don't care about the black people suffering. They don't care about the refugee suffering. They don't care about the LGBTQ person suffering. And they don't care about the American woman suffering from the biggest racist, the United States, the building on the racist slavery, the transphobia and the homophobia, and they want to against all LGBTQ person, the woman, the black people, the homeless people, and the Catholic. Everyone was being persecuted in the United States. The China just learning from the United States. They want to become the new United States. So this is why the China will send the Muslim into the concentration camp. This is why the China will persecution the Hong Kongers or the Taiwanese, persecution the democracy lover. And I want to tell you the word, American people, please wake up. Your government is no different with China. Your government is the biggest enemy of human rights, of the freedom and of democracy. Your country is the biggest enemy of God, of Jesus, When Jesus say, look at this, Americans, they say, I forget this Bible, but I remember this Bible say, some people is hypocritical to the core. The Pharisees hypocritical to the core. They say is different with they do. They hypocritical to the core. They do everything just want to the other people watching, want to other people say they are the good person. They blame China just because the United States is no different with China. They blame China just want to tell the world, oh, we are different. We Americans is different with China. We are stand with human rights. We are stand with democracy. That's not true. Don't be brainwashing. Don't be brainwashed by the United States. Don't be brainwashed by the United States. They are the Nazi. They are the dictatorship. They are the biggest enemy of human rights, freedom, and democracy. They say democracy just want to the other country become their slave. They look at they abandoned the Afghanistan people, they abandoned the Ukraine people. Which is the next one? The Taiwanese people, the Hong Kongese people, the Burmese people. Oh, of course, they abandoned the Burmese people. Which is the next one? Who is the next one? Australia, Japan, and who is the next one? In Europe, who is the next one? Who is the next one was being abandoned by Americans? The Ukraine, and the next is Poland, and Syria, and each country Hungary. Of course, this country was being filled by the Americans. Don't trust it. Don't trust the liars from the Americans. They say it's different with what they did. Hypocritical to the core. The human beings, the American people. Please remember, the Russia, they will kill your children. LGBT person, please remember. The North Korea, they will kill your people. The American woman, please remember. The China never killed the American woman in Americans. Only the American government, the American man killed your woman, your sister. Not China, not China, not Russia, not North Korea. And the black people, please remember, the Cuba never killed your black people, your African American people. And they never kill you. It's the American government kill you. The country of United States, the building on the racist slavery persecution for all human beings. I'm a refugee. I'm the LGBT refugee in Canada. I'm Chinese. 2 years ago, I trust the liars from the Americans. They say China is not good. Okay, I trust the liars. And then I escaped from China. I was be sent to the prison because I used my freedom of speech. And then I was being sent to the prison. And then I escaped from China. I have no passport. I have no bank card. I have no the ID card. I escaped from China. And then I found I never get any help. I never get any help from the United Nations and from the United States. It's shithole country. This shithole country blame China just because China becomes powerful. Your shithole country blame China just because China become powerful. But you don't want to talk about this. You American will say, you American virus will say, oh, that's because China is not a democracy, not freedom. That's not true. You blame China. That's not me. You care about the human rights or freedom, or the people, or the Uyghur, the Tibets, the Taiwanese, or Hong Kongers. They are suffering. You never care about these people suffering. When the people go to your embassy and asking for help, your country will turn to the bad eye, and then you will say that China, how bad is China? How dare you blame China? Nah, you motherfucker, your country is no different with China. Your country is no different with China. The Chinese people, no Chinese people was being brainwashed by government. Everyone know what's happened in China. It's just because the Chinese people don't care about it. They don't care about the other people suffering. When I stay in China, I think they are naturalists. I don't like them. I don't know why my country, why my people, why the Chinese people don't care about the other people suffering. I told them, oh, do you know what's happening in Hong Kong? The police killed the young student. The Chinese people will say, oh, I don't care about it. Oh, that's great. The Hong Kong is rich, so that's great. So if Hong Kong fall, we are the next Hong Kong. Shanghai or the Shenzhen will become the next Hong Kong. And when I'm talking with about the Uyghurs in the concentration camp, they will say, that's great, they are Muslims or Nazis, so they was being killed. They should be killed. They should be disappear on the earth. They should be killed. They should be killed by government. So the China government do it. The Chinese people feel, oh, that's very good. This is Chinese. Most Chinese support the government. And I think when I stay in China, I think the American is different because the American people every day, the American government every day say, oh, freedom, democracy, oh, you just like you care about the other people suffering. That's not true. That's not true because the China is best friend of the United States. United States best friend on the United States, just like Saudi Arab. Saudi Arabia will send money to the United States. China also will send money to the United States. China and Saudi Arabia support the United States, ruled the world. China and Saudi Arabia support the United States, ruled the world. They are they are just like the United States is the master of China and the master of Saudi Arabia. And then the United States say, oh, we are different. That's not true. They are your pets. This country is China. Everything is learning from the United States. The persecution of people because they know you are Americans. They will care about the other people suffering. When you're a refugee, go to your country, your people turn to bad eyes. Your people want to kill them. Your people communication then communication hours, communication me. Your country is no different with China. Why you say you are different with China? You motherfucker, American virus. You blame China just because China become more powerful, not because you care about the people suffering. You hypocritical to your core. The biggest hypocritical country on the earth. Hi, Americans people, please wake up. Your country is not your country. Your country belongs to powerful people, belongs to the powerful American people. No, never belong to the LGBT person, the black people, the women, the Native American people. No, and the refugee foreigner, of course. And the people will be sent to the prison. Many people be sent to prison just because they are poor. They was being persecuted by the social resistor, and this is why they crime. This is why they crime because they are the people who are being persecuted. The USA, the United States government, they want to help them. They will send them to the prison and say, oh, you are the criminal, you are the evil, Just like China will send the people to a prison and say, oh, you are the criminal, you are evil. That's no different. The people, if you born in the democracy world, the freedom world, so your government will say, oh, how bad is the Eastern country? How bad is Russia? How bad is the communist Poland? How bad is communist Germany? That's not true. Yeah, but I want to say, of course, every country is bad. Every country is building on the resistance on the earth. Every country all building on resistance. But I want to tell you, your motherland, your mother country tell you this enemy is very good, very bad. That's because they want you thinking, oh, our country is very good. My country is never good. When Americans government tells the black people, oh, the Russia is a bad country, that means the United States want to talk with the black people. Oh, don't fighting. Your country is good. Your country is good. At least the Russia is more bad than Americans. So please, you are lucky guys. So you should thanks to our people, thanks to the American government. You're black people, you're LGBT person, you're woman, you're Catholic, you're refugee, you're foreigner, you're worker, you're homeless people, you everyone should, you criminal should thanks to the government. Should say, oh, our country is so good. This is propaganda. This is the big propaganda on the earth. This is big propaganda on the earth. American people, please wake up. China, Russia, North Korea, Cuba, they were Iran, Pakistan, this country, they will kill your children. Maybe the Taliban killed the American people 1,000. I forget it, but they killed many American people. But you must know, your country, your government killed more people than Taliban, than Nazi, than communists, even than the United Kingdom. Your country killed so much people. Please wake up. Please. I'm a Chinese refugee. I want to tell you the American virus, the American government. Your country have no right to blame China. Your country have no right to blame China. How dare you? Thank you for watching my video. You motherfucker American virus. You American virus. American virus. The biggest Nazi.